Hello, hello, and welcome back. We're currently at Gatwick, and our destination today is Munich. Munich is one of my latest airports that I purchased. Got lots to talk about actually. I've made a lot of improvements with my flight sim, and ironed out the creases with my head tracker. Everything's running smoothly. I did some research on why I'm not able to increase my frame rates, and I've been thinking about for quite a long time. But I looked into my motherboard, and I learnt that my motherboard had two M.2 sockets. The first one was running on my Windows operating system and nothing else. And my flight sim, I was running on a SATA solid state drive, and so I thought, oh, I'll get myself a another hard drive to slot into the M.2 that's embedded in with the the motherboard, and transferred everything over, and now I'm running roughly around about 44 frames now, and it's made a massive improvement in my flight, and yeah, it's great. It really is amazing, because I've been trying to squeeze out some more frame rates, and I lost yeah, I just didn't know where to go, and that's achieved it. It's brilliant, it really is. And as you can see, my head tracker is running very smoothly as well. Okay, we're coming to Munich. It's one of my latest airports that I just purchased, and we see how we go with this flight.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Starting number 1 engine.
See, already you can see the difference on the scrolling of the pushback. Everything's running quite smoothly, and it certainly is a game changer when you've got so much improvement, especially with flight sims. It's I did almost give up with X-Plane 12. I was going to put it on the shelf for a little while until things improve, but
Flaps 5 set.
I wasn't going to give up in trying to tweak my system and see what I can do with that. So yeah, no, it's great. We're running on the latest beta, which also has given a vast improvement with the flight sim. And yeah, it's I couldn't be more happier actually. It's been a little while trying to get things right, and I'm happy with the head tracker as well now. That's running great as well. And this is my second flight running properly with the head tracker, and still got a lot to get used to though, mind you. It still feels weird, but it's trying to get your head in a sort of a slow, constant movement, so it doesn't over modulate, I suppose, over correct itself. I'm not quite sure, but I've learned how to deal with that now. We're flying with the flight factor 767 300 ER,
start procedure completed.
which I've I like flying. I used to be the Zebo for quite a long time, but I do like the 767 a lot now.
Before takeoff procedure.
It flies really well. I've got my new yoke, which that in itself needs a lot to get used to as well. It's quite stiff. The one I had before, I can't remember the name of it now, but the one I've got now is the honeycomb, and it's a very high quality yoke, and it certainly has made a big difference in my flying as well. It's a lot more accurate. I might leave it there for a while, but yeah, enjoy the flight, and see see how we go getting ourselves to Munich.
Cell is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, tag is disconnected. I'm just going to wait till he can show me the pin, and then we can be on our way for taxi. There you go. Okay, are we ready to go? Okay, we'll be departing from runway 08 right. So we've got a bit of a taxi. There you go, right up there. Okay, I had a little bit of a issue with the tracker, but I think that's the only issue I have. It runs smoothly after this little bit of correction that I'm doing right now, which is it's quite good actually, because you can actually transfer it over to X camera, and you can take it off head tracker and have your hotkeys for your camera view for X camera, which is quite good. Yeah, had a bit of a problem here. There you go. Now I've corrected my flight sim in regards on how it performs. I'm going to be more proactive in the actual pre-flights and all the procedures for flight, and for quite a long time I haven't been proactive in that department. I've been basically flying at its basic form, and so now everything's running. Touch wood, it could run forever. Actually, like this, I'm not going to change a thing. I really am not. And so and now I can get my head down and start studying at a deep level now, and hopefully I can post that out on YouTube on my hopefully my progress on the procedures of the 767. Okay, just leaving our gate, and we're heading our rendezvous to 08 right. This is Gatwick, and this is also a payware. Can't remember the people that it's from, to be honest, but yeah, again another great airport for X-Plane 12. It was Father's Day just recently, and my son got me a. It was amazing. I can't believe it. He got me an X-Plane 12 mug, coffee mug, and I was wrapped. I was wrapped. I couldn't believe it. It was a nice gift for Father's Day, I must admit. I really like the way the head tracker sweeps around the flight deck, which is great. It has a fluent flow with the view, and it works really well. I'm quite impressed with the head tracker, and the fact that you can turn it off just by a touch of a button and just go into default screen, or going into your X-plane, the X-camera hockey, which is great. I think I'm going to use the head tracker mostly for the departure and arrival at any airport that we arrive at or we take off from, and then I'll probably disconnect the head tracker and just go through a sort of a custom view and leave it at that for the time being, I think. And having the head tracker for the whole of the duration of the flight would be a little bit unsettling, I think, especially when I'm going to have to set my my speed indicator onto my honeycomb quadrant, because the movement, I'm trying to turn the speed around, and because of the movement, it's not, but the mouse is not setting on it all the time, it's moving off, and that can be a little bit frustrating at times, I must admit. So and again, so that another thing that's good, it's good that you can actually turn the head tracker off almost immediately and have a solid view that it doesn't move, so you can use the dials from your mouse cursor and turn them without being interrupted by the movement from your head tracker. But I will get that, especially the speed dial, hook it to one of my hockey, my honeycomb quadrant dials there. That will solve the problem. I've done the altitude set, but not the speed. There's some few showers, but as soon as we get ourselves in flight on our way over to the channel, it all clears up. It's actually going to be a great day in Munich. Hardly any cloud and blue skies. I am so pleased with the running of this flight sim now. It's great. I haven't tested X-Plane 12 out in VR as yet. Looks promising, but I'm not going to endeavour into VR at the moment. I'm concentrating on this head tracker, which so I'm very pleased with how it's performing. It's great. Okay, we're just getting close. We're coming up to runway 08. We've stopped short, and we get ourselves procedures up and running for takeoff. That's running really good. I like that.
Before takeoff procedure.
Yeah, again, it's all well and good to have the co-pilot to do all the most of the work for you, but I'm going to sooner or later disconnect my co-pilot and get
before takeoff procedure
more
completed.
proactive in the procedures, and go through those. And because of now my flight sim is running at a great pace, it certainly takes away the frustration of the especially in the past, the way that it has been performing, but now it's running great, so I can get my head down now and not worry too much about the way the flight sim is running, and worry too much more how to get into the the flight dynamics of the 767, which I've been meaning to do for such a long time. Okay, we're just getting ourselves in position on 08 right, and I think I might leave it at that for the time being. We'll enjoy the takeoff and enjoy the flight.
Stabilized. Takeoff thrust set. Positive rate. Flaps upset. Approaching transition. Transition altitude. After takeoff checklist. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No light. Detent. Altimeters. Standard baro set cross-checked. After takeoff checklist completed. Flaps 5 set. Approaching transition. Flaps 15 set. Transition level. 1000 to level off. I hope we don't crash. Last time was not enough. Flaps 20 set. Flaps 15 set.
1000.
100.
Too low, flaps. Too low, flaps. Too low,
Minimums.
flaps. Too low, flaps. Too low, flaps. Too low, flaps.
Flaps 20 set.
Sink rate.
100. $50, $40, $30, $20, $10,
Reverse unlocked. Flaps upset. Already started.